Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I am crafting with the Spellbinders card making kit for September 2023. This one is called Jump into Fall and I really love this kit because I really like the color palette of it because it's a little bit more subdued in this, not in a bad way, but in the sense that it has very soft colors, very muted colors, which I really like. I often think that a lot of times some of the pattern papers that I find hardest to use are ones that are really bright, and these I feel like are kind of right up my alley. And so I have chosen three of the different pattern papers, and it's so hard to choose because you do only get one sheet of each design. And so as I was thinking and flipping through each of the patterns, I wanted to really make certain that I had the three that I really wanted to craft with, because I didn't want to miscut anything. And so that's always the toughest part for me, is choosing my pattern papers. But what makes it really easy is that everything is so well coordinated. So you could just about pick any three and they would all work really well, especially for this particular card layout, which I actually think is really great for scraps. I'm cutting into whole sheets of 6x6, but if you end up with a bunch of scraps, lots of little strips, this is a great scrap buster design. And in fact, I'm actually I'm casing this from a crafty friend of mine, Terry, who is one of my crafty friends. She has live streamed with me. She is Mama Chorizo on Instagram, and she's one of my channel members as well. But she posted this card, in fact, today, for actually another hop that I organize, one of my crafty fun collaboration hops. And I really fell in love with her card, and so I wanted to copy and share it, or case it, with all of you. So the brown matte layer is one of the solid color cardstocks that does come in the kit. It originally came as a full A2 panel, 4¼ by 5½, but I've trimmed it down to 4 inches by 5¼ Then each of my squares I have cut to 1¼ inch square. And I cut that from 2 different pattern papers, and then I am going to tile it just so that you have an alternating pattern. And I love the sort of patchwork, quilty look to this. So that's one of the things that really just drew my eye to Terry's card. It was beautiful, and I knew right away I wanted to give it a go myself, and so I just couldn't wait, and so I started right away on this card. And I'm trying to be I usually don't pull out my T-square to line things up. I'm usually very okay with just, close enough by eye is good enough for me. And I am estimating a little bit, but I do want to try to get these lined up as best I can. And I like to start with the borders first, and then with the gap or the space in the middle, I can just line that up so that it's centered, or that there's an equal spacing to the left and right of it. So I find that is a little bit more helpful for me, but definitely if you want to case this as well, do line it up however is easiest for you. And the other thing is, as I'm putting this down, I'm not burnishing straight away. I'm just letting it kind of sit on top of the paper without even really pushing it down until I know for certain that's where I want it, and then I'll burnish. Now, what I'm adding to mine, which is slightly different from Terry's, is I want to add another pattern paper here in this empty space. And basically, I'm giving myself a little pencil mark because I want a bigger square to fit into that gap, but I want the little border of brown to be equal all the way around, or as equal as I can manage. And so that's why I just gave myself little pencil marks instead of just trying to figure out the math on that one. And then what I'll do is use some of the ephemera that comes in this kit. And the ephemera pieces in these card making kits, they are always so fabulous. You always get so much. And I just recently crafted with the small die of the month, and in that one we had a the die cuts let you create a boot or a pair of boots, and then there were flowers that you could then put into the boots, and that just got me thinking about the whole concept of just, using whatever you have as a vase to put flowers into. And so I wanted to go with that look with this coffee mug. So what I did was write as best I could, like along that line that is sort of that front lip of the coffee mug. I just took a craft knife and cut through that. And that way I can tuck these floral pieces into the mug. There aren't a ton of florals that are scale-wise that look that will work, but there's definitely enough pieces to work with. And especially since you do get 2 of each piece of ephemera, you can definitely get all of the pieces that you need to really fill this out, make it nice and full. Now's a good time for me to mention that my video today is actually part of another collaboration hop that I organize with some of my Spellbinders fellow influencers. So if you want to catch all of the videos on this hop, you can just click on the hashtag Spellbinders Sept 2023 Club Collab, and you'll hopefully see all the videos of my teammates who are participating on this video hop with me. If for some reason that's not bringing up all of the videos, what you can also do is expand the description box below, and there will be direct links to everybody's video. We are just trying to get together to share a lot of inspiration for these Spellbinders club kits. This isn't something that's officially organized by Spellbinders. It's just something I like to do so that we can kind of gather up a lot of different ideas to show you, and maybe even kind of introduce you to other designers who create with Spellbinders products. So I hope you'll hop along and check out everybody's video, and if you like their video, do leave them some love. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for popping on over to my channel and checking out my video. And of course, I would love it if you left a little love on my video too, and let me know in the comments, what you think of this month's club kits. I am excited to hop along myself and see what everybody else decided to craft with. And so it's always fun just to see everybody's take on the various different clubs that Spellbinders puts out. So I am adding a little bit of dimension to my floral elements here by using one of my favorite adhesives, which is the 3D glue gel by Collal. And I'm trying this new one. Well, it's not new. It's just new to me. Because there are 2 different variations on the 3D glue gel. One is actually archival safe and acid free and all of that good stuff. And then the other one, the one that I'm trying for the first time here, is not. At least it doesn't indicate it is. And so I am trying this out, and it looks like it works exactly the same. It's a very thick adhesive, and it is great for small die cuts like these because then you can I'm just using my pokey tool because I haven't refilled all of my syringes, but you could squeeze this into syringes and get like small beads of this glue gel to come out, or just do what I'm doing here where I'm just using a little pokey tool and squeezing it directly from the tube. And what's great about it is that it will hold that dimension, and that way you don't have to worry about cutting small bits of foam to put on the backs of these pieces of ephemera, especially since everything is so irregularly shaped. So just being able to squeeze out a blob of glue is just so much easier, but it does take some time to dry. So I would definitely give it 24 hours before you set anything on top of it. I mean, it'll be dry before then, but you might still be able to kind of squish it down if you put something heavy on top of it. But after 24, 48 hours, it's probably good to go, and perfectly fine to even put through the mail and everything. So I just love this glue so much. And the one that's not archival safe is actually just a little bit less expensive, understandably so, than the archival one. So that's why I wanted to give it a try, just to get a more cost efficient alternative to the one that I've been using. And I figure I should probably put a sentiment on this card. Of course, last thing I think about, as always. And I was actually going for something in the blue color scheme, because some of the blue flowers I think really pop out from the rest of the card. So I was really more guided by the color of these chipboard stickers than by the actual sentiment itself. And I love how everything turned out. I love this sketch. Thank you, Terry, for letting me case it. And I hope I did your design justice, my friend, because this is definitely one that I will turn to over and over again. It's a fabulous scrap buster, so I know I'm going to be using it quite a lot. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the hop. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.